video I'm going to be doing a Colourpop haul. I've never ordered off their website before. I actually filmed this entire video when I first received the package and had my first impressions. I had deleted the video and deleted my deleted. But now I'm actually going to tell you what my actual thoughts of all the products, because I've actually been using them loads now. So without talking any much more, let's just get into it. The first thing I absolutely love is the box itself. It's ombre of blue with some like stars on it, which I think is so cute. You get these two little card things. So the first is a card and it says, "Hey love, we were meant to be XOXO Colourpop," and it has two candy canes because I ordered this around December. And then the other is like a little brochure and it has literally every single product they have in here. I bought 10 products, so we're going to start with the first thing I actually opened when I opened this, which was a blush. It was the prettiest one I saw on their website. White little plasticky container, and I got the shade Drop of a Hat. I wanted a rose gold one. This is kind of like a coppery pink. It is so creamy. I thought this was going to be a powder. I'm wearing it today, but if we swatch it, look how lovely that is. It looks really natural on your skin. It doesn't like look this vibrant, because if it looked like this, my skin would surely look very, very weird. Thumbs up from me. Cream gel liner. I got 3 of these, one for my mum, one for me, and one for a friend for her birthday. That's how much product you get. Honest review, don't really like this product. I don't think it's a very good eyeliner. It's not very pigmented on the eyes. I feel like it's so thin, it feels like it's gonna break at any moment. Swatch. It is quite pigmented. You can't get a nice, good line. I don't use this, but it's good if I ever run out and I need a backup. Next, I got 3 lipsticks. I also bought another lipstick, which was like a purple, and I bought that for my friend for her birthday. 2 ultra super matte lips, and then a ultra satin. First of all, with flurries, and this is like a really dark pink. It's quite light in the bottle, but on the lips, it's very, very dark. All the lipstick shades, especially the blush as well, are much darker in real life. The brush is lovely, but I don't like it. So it's basically like the Kylie Jenner, where it's very, very small, it's very, very compact. It doesn't pick up a lot of product, and because it's so small, it takes you ages to do your lips. It's so, so dry. You can go through the kiss test and it's fine. It feels very stiff on your lips, not very movable. It can crumble after you start eating. No fleek, and this is a sexy kind of red because it's really dark and it's matte again. The brush is completely different, I don't know why, but it's a much thicker, more absorbent brush. You can do your whole lips with that. I really like the application a bit better. Now we have the ultra satin lip, and this was a collaboration with I Love Sarah. This is my absolute favourite out of the 3. Gold, which I think it looks just a bit better. I thought it was a lot lighter. It's much darker, but I'm not complaining. Brush is thick, even thicker actually, but it's just like the red one. It dries but doesn't dry, you know what I mean? So it's still creamy on the lips. You can still rub your lips together, but it looks kind of matte. Best formula. I don't think I'd get the ultra mattes again, but definitely the ultra satins because it is so nice. It's like a dark brown, like a chocolatey brown. I didn't even tell you the name. It's 951. There it is. It literally looks like milk chocolate. It's so, so gorgeous. That is just absolutely stunning. Then flurries, and there it is. It's like a purpley pink. So here is 951 on my lips. It looks really, really smooth on the lips. It's so moisturizing. 100% recommend it. And I think I Love Sarah, you definitely did a good job. Next is my first palette, and this is an eyeshadow palette. I am in love with this thing, and it's called I Think I Love You. You wouldn't think it would get any better, but it does. It is like a rose gold, and it's still shiny, and it's so gorgeous. There are 12 shadows in here, but you'd think the shadows are quite small because it's such a small palette. I was expecting the palette to be bigger, but they're actually decent size. They all match as well, but I don't get these two. These two just don't look as well with them. I love the diversity of mattes and shimmers in here. 4 matte shades and the rest shimmers. This little cream matte shade here has a bit of gold sparkles in it. You can't see in the palette, but you can see on the eyes. Very, very subtle though, but I definitely use that one for the brow bone. And then the last thing I got was this Give Me More Pressed Powder Highlighter palette, and then it says I Like Your Face. I did think the palette was going to be this big, and I love the size of it. Gorgeous shades. There are 6 of them in here. I definitely use Extra and Upgrade the most. I think they work most with my skin tone. I don't use these actually much at all. What I'd love on this palette is a mirror, because it's such a big palette that you could do with a mirror, to be honest. So one thing I discovered was there are 2 shades in these palette that look exactly the same, but trust me, on swatches they're not the same. This shade down here, this shade here in the palettes they look identical, they're not. And then this shade here looks like Upgrade, like they look identical, but they're not. The eyeshadow is a bit more pigmented than the highlighters. I'm wearing these two colours today. They are such good highlighters. I would not go back, honestly. I can't use any other highlighters now because these top everything I've got. There is a lot of fallout with these eyeshadows and the highlighters. And if we do it on the finger, it looks like a gold and it is very pigmented. And there you can see the mattes are a bit more chalky, I think. They are swatching a lot better now that I've actually broken into them and started using them. Then we have this dark shade on the end. Just look, that's a gorgeous champagne colour. Like, look at that cover. This is probably my favourite shade. Just on the eyes, it looks so gorgeous. Such a rose gold colour. So pigmented, look at that. Greeny gold. It's just a bit weird, to be honest. There we go. Here's a little tip: if you ever use the black and it's a bit too much and it's a bit like, oh, what do I do now? Use this shade up here and it mutes it down. It honestly, if you put it over the black, it completely kind of wipes it away. My favourite colour here. Look at that, like, oh, it's so lovely. That is such an icy, frosty colour and it's so, so lovely. So then we have Upgrade in the middle. Lovely baby pink. It just catches the light. It's so shimmery. Now this one I think is more like a blusher, which I think you could get away doing this as a blusher, to be honest. I don't see it as a highlighter at all. And this one as well. It's just, how are these highlighters? The gold, a peachy gold, which is actually quite nice. This is the darkest one. It's like a purple, which I don't understand how that's a highlight. But there we go. Those are the colours. Very, very pink. So if you like your pinks, go for that palette. Obviously these two match my skin tone a bit more, they highlight it, but those for darker skin tones, so I definitely think this is a darker skin tone palette. Sorry, I wiped away my swatches then before actually showing you, but I hope you saw them catching in the light. So that is what I have for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. So I recommend the Ultra Satin lip colours, the blush, highlighters and the eyeshadow. Don't recommend the Ultra Matte and the eyeliner, and some of the colours in the highlight I wouldn't wear. If you guys want to know some information about UK postage and packaging, basically on the website, first of all, you have to spend over $30 if you are in America to get free shipping, but if you are international, you have to pay over $50, which I did. I paid about $68 for this, which is very, very pricey for what I got, but it is very, very good stuff. However, the UK would not allow the small little box to enter the UK for free, so we had to pay £10.74p for VAT, and then they don't say what they added. It came to a total of £18.74, so it didn't get delivered to my house. They delivered a note saying, we need you to pay this fee and then come collect it, so we had to go to the post office, pay another £18 for this package. Bear in mind, I've already paid $68, so that is like a lot of money. I just don't know if it's worth it because of all that money. If you guys found this video helpful in any way, shape or form, or did just purely enjoy it, then give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you part of my big family. Turn on the notifications bell so you are notified every time I upload. Comment down below if you have ever ordered from Colourpop before, if you had to experience fee if you're in another country, or how you thought of the products. Like, what did you think? What products did you like and do you recommend that I try? And maybe I might just feature them in another video. I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!